Hi, everybody. I am Kathleen Tyner, the Operations Manager at West Virginia Rivers Coalition. And today I'm here with Autumn Crow, our staff scientist. And we are making a video on a really urgent call to action on human health criteria and West Virginia's water quality standards. So Autumn, could you tell me a little bit about human health criteria, water quality standards, and why this is such an important issue?
Yeah, so the West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection sets the water quality standards that regulate the amount of pollution in our rivers and streams. The human health criteria are some of the most toxic chemicals that are very hazardous to public health. In 2015, EPA recommended states update the human health criteria for 94 pollutants based on the amount of water we drink, the fish we eat, and our average body weight. So if you've been following the work that we do, it has been a real struggle to get these pollution levels updated.
Could you tell us a little bit about the background and what we've already done on human health criteria?
Yeah, so during the 2019 triennial review, where the state updates their water quality standards, they had proposed updating 56 of the pollutants, and that went before the 2019 legislature. And after much back and forth, the lawmakers decided to kick the can down the road for further study. So over this past year, we submitted a proposal to DEP that made 3 specific recommendations. 1, don't weaken any existing standards. 2, use a fish consumption rate that is consistent with our neighboring states and protective of public health. And 3, adopt all the EPA recommended criteria that would strengthen our standards, including pollutants that are not currently included in our water quality standards.
So what are we doing now? What's the current status?
Yeah, so now the DEP has come out with their proposal for consideration in the 2021 legislative session. So this proposal is one step in the right direction, but it doesn't go far enough to keep our water clean and our health safe. First, as a step in the right direction, they did go with a higher fish consumption rate. So this would be more protective of our health, and it's more in line with the consumption rate that's in our neighboring states. But one thing that concerns us is the fact that out of the 24 pollutants that were proposed, 13 of these would be weakened. And I've prepared a graph to just show you how much some of these pollutants would be weakened. So these are pretty big changes. Now, another major issue is that our current standards are well below the requirements for pollutants in finished drinking water, what the public consumes. The changes that DEP has proposed would increase the amount of pollutants above the drinking water standard. So that means that more of the burden to filter out some of these toxic pollutants is placed on the water utilities. Now, you might recognize one of these chemicals, tetrachloroethylene, as the chemical that is currently contaminating Paden City's water supply, and the water utility has to make very significant upgrades to be able to filter out this pollutant to make sure that their customers receive clean, safe drinking water. Now, another major issue is that there were many chemicals that were included in their 2018 proposal that have been omitted from the 2020 proposal. Now, this is just a small subsection of the chemicals that are not included that were previously included. But these are chemicals that have widespread use, as you can see from the number of facilities that are permitted to discharge these chemicals, and they have very serious health impacts. Another concern is that we need to establish criteria for pollutants that are currently in use in the state, that don't have a standard. So several of these chemicals are in use in the state and they don't have any standards, so they're not currently being regulated. And these also have very serious health impacts. So that just shows the urgency of why we need the public's voice in this decision. We need you to get involved. We need you to tell DEP that we need stronger standards to be able to protect the public's health.
How can folks get involved?
So we have a lot of information on our website, wvrivers.org. There's an action alert, which makes it very easy for the public to submit comments. There's also a virtual public hearing on May 19th that we encourage you to attend. And finally, just share this information with your friends and your neighbors, because it's really important that we all weigh in and let DEP know that we want them to take our public health serious and protect us from these toxic pollutants.
Thanks, Autumn. This is really helpful information. If folks have questions about this, they can get in touch with us by giving us a call or sending us a message through our website or Facebook. We're happy to answer any questions you have about this issue and help you really make your voice heard and have an impact on this decision. So thanks so much for joining us today.